there. Today is Sunday, September 12th, and so that makes this, I think, the week 36 Return to Creativity update with your hostess, Jennifer Vanderbeek of scrapsoflife.com. Hey there, how are you? Welcome to a new view. I was rearranging some shelves, or the contents of some shelves. I haven't moved the shelves yet. This week, and I thought, hey, let's see if I can just flip the camera around and do my update from here, because it's a little bit nicer to look at, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. It's always a work in progress. How has your week been? Did you make some time for yourself, I hope? I am coming up on 24 hours of being awake. Because I am trying to reset my sleep schedule. It was already getting like a little wonky before I went to Arizona. But since coming back from Arizona, it's just, no matter what time I physically go to bed, lay down, I will not get to sleep before like 4, 4:30, maybe even closer to 5 some nights. So that means I'm sleeping until, 10, 11, maybe noon. And while technically that's okay, because I answer to no one as far as time goes, I don't, it's not just me that I'm concerned with. If I go to bed at 4 a.m., I might disturb the dog. The dog thinks that it's time to get up. The dog tries to wake up Todd, because even if I offer to go downstairs with him, even if I go downstairs with him, Duncan wants Todd, not me. So it disrupts, there are workarounds for that too, but I mean, it's just, it's a thing right now. Then, this is me trying to do the right thing, or possibly a right thing, last ditch effort to reset my sleep schedule. And if this doesn't work, well, then I will embrace the noon to 4 a.m. schedule. That would be my wake times. I mean, there are worse things. And I always said that would, if I had my way, that would probably be what my natural rhythms would be. And yet I'm still fighting it. At any rate, project-wise, I have completed, I mean, can they ever really be done? But I've done the spelling and grammar and etc. Edits for Fool's Paradise this week. I've completed those, so now I am on to working on the cover design and like the synopsis slash blurb that will be part of the promotional materials. And also I'll be seeking beta readers soon, so that's a good step in that direction. I also have gotten 2 images drawn for the Posh Pumpkins coloring book. I need to do a lot more. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Now, one of the other things I did this week was I started streaming on Twitch. If you're not familiar, Twitch is a live streaming platform. I think it started as a gaming platform, or a streaming platform for gaming, and is still predominantly gaming, but it's also, there's a variety of stream topics going on there, and there's a fairly robust art streaming community there, and I've toyed with the idea for quite some time of maybe, trying my hand at streaming. And, I've got the setup to do it, so I started this week. I did 2 streams. My second stream, I actually had a couple people come in that, I could kind of chat to. So that was fun. That was fun. And I worked on, one of the coloring book pages while I was doing that. Right now I'm thinking I'm going to stick to twice a week, but, who knows? Who knows? What else? Oh, so as part of the staying awake, to try and reset my sleep schedule, what I did overnight in the dark hours was I watched, like favorite movies, and I knit. So I have made some decent progress on the Magical Thinking pull-over shawl. I've made it through the cowl portion, which is the neck portion, and yeah, so, and now I'm into the areas where it increases to become that shawl-like point. So, still a good ways to go on that. But, you know, I've made some headway. Let's see. I was planner shopping this week. I'm still debating. And, oh, by the way, that reminds me. So someone left me a comment on last week's video with a planner recommendation, and I appreciate it. I got the email, but then when I went to respond to it on YouTube, it didn't show up, like, anywhere. It didn't show up for me on the comment section for that video. It did not show up on my dashboard as either, you know, an okay comment or one that was being held for review. I don't know where it went. So if you don't see your comments, know that I do I do get the emails when a comment is posted, and I appreciate them, and I try to respond, but yeah, YouTube is sometimes a little bit wonky when it comes to that. So just know that I did get the planner recommendation, and I did check them out. I don't think that that's going to quite fit for me, but I can see where it's a really cool planner setup too. So I do appreciate the tip. You never know when it'll come in handy. Let's see, what else? Oh, I don't know. Right now, excuse me, water. Here we go. So right now, you know, obviously I'm filming my weekly video update, and sometime in the next couple of hours I will get the message that my grocery order is ready to pick up. So then I will go get that and then come home and do meal preps and, you know, continue with my usual Sunday stuff. And I'm really hoping that that this whole circadian rhythm reset is effective, because, you know, we want the things we do to be effective. This week I made a list of all the things that I needed to work on. Yeah, oh, okay. I read one of the book club books that I need to have ready for next week. So next week I have 2 book clubs and therapy. So it's going to be kind of a busy kind of social week for me. Maybe that will help tire me out. Goodness knows anything is appreciated. Some things I haven't done, I mean, I haven't really touched the editing for book 2 yet. I haven't plotted out book 3. Although when I was working on some of the cover stuff for book 1, when I was pulling images that I wanted to use and manipulate and stuff, I did kind of do some, you know, just kind of like back of the envelope. I mean, it was in a notebook, but kind of like that, the rough, you know, rough timeline sketches of what time of year the next books, you know, books 3, 4, 5, and 6, for instance, would take place at, and you know, what could be the mystery or the inciting incident, you know, and so I do have a little bit of that planned, but there's still a lot to decide. But I did go ahead and pull some potential images while I was at it, while I was on the stock sites. But yeah, I have definitely been working on all of that sort of thing. And, you know, it's just, right now it really is kind of, you know, about, you know, putting one foot in front of the other, or one word in front of the other in the case of the books, and just like, okay, what's the next step? What's the next thing that I need to get done to get this ready? I think I'm probably a month out from potentially publishing the first book. Yeah. Ideally, I would like to have the first one come out mid October, so somewhere between like October, say 15th and October 20th, 22nd, so I don't know, somewhere in there. Kind of like the half to two-thirds way mark through the month. And then book 2 in November and book 3 in December. Of course, I need to write book 3, so I got to get on the ball. And that would possibly be the only reason why the pumpkin coloring book would not make it to the point that I want it to. But there are ways. There are, we adapt, improvise, and overcome. If I don't manage to do all like 20 some odd, I think I've got like 27 ideas written down, one of which is a 2-page deal, so, I've got like 28 pages. If I don't get all those done and it's a shorter book, that's okay. If I only get a handful done, maybe I offer them as free downloads. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. It's up to me, and I have to make the best choices based on the time and ability and opportunities that I have, and I don't want to squander anything. It was a good idea. It would have been a better idea to have had like 4 months ago. But this is how these things work. I mean, this is just what happens. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But otherwise, aside from being a little sleepy, well, not sleepy, that's just it. I don't feel sleepy. I might be a little tired, but I don't feel sleepy. I'm going to go scrounge up some breakfast after I finish recording this while I wait for my groceries to be ready. Just to kind of keep me going through the day. But yeah, so this week is going to be lots of drawing, working on the cover art for book 1, plotting out book 3, editing book 2. Those are the high points. And in the midst of that, I have 2 book clubs to go to. Like I said, I read one book. The one book I've completed so far was The Water Dancer. And that is an interesting book. I mean, at first it seemed like another antebellum American novel. It's set in Virginia. It's from a slave's point of view, and it involves the Underground Railroad. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no, this is cool. Haven't read any antebellum stuff in a while, so no, we're good. But then there's a twist, and I don't want to give it away. But there's a twist, and I'm like, okay, so that's where we're going. But I did love a lot of the metaphor. The story was very engaging, loved the characters, and, it just kind of adds, and of course it's fiction, although one set of characters in the book is based on actual people that worked as part of the Underground Railroad. So there is that grain of truth within that. But yeah, the other book I'm reading is called Severance, and I'm about 30% of the way through. That's for the Tuesday book club. I'll have it done by then, read by then. And that one, that's like post-apocalyptic America, from what I'm gathering so far. And even though the book is set in like 2011, and I don't remember, let's see, let me look real quick, because I don't remember offhand when the book was published. But I mean, I have a feeling it's been out for a little while. Let me go to, at any rate, it's kind of eerily prescient because it deals with not a virus, but a fungal infection that that has, an unfortunate effect to the majority of the population. And so, you have this ragtag group of survivors, and I'm interested to see where it goes. It's different. It is different, for sure. Let's see. Like I said, I'm looking for a publishing date. It was published in 2018. Okay, so yes, pre-COVID-19. But some of the similarities are like, oh my gosh, really? Okay, okay. It's not quite like Uncanny Valley as like some of the, the opening of The Stand or something was when, when I went back and I watched the 80s miniseries. But yeah. But yeah, Severance is turning out to be interesting. I'm just, like I said, I'm interested to see where it goes. So yeah, reading a lot, less writing, more editing, and arting some. So yeah, that's been my week. The week ahead, more drawing, more writing. And so what's ahead for you? That's the question, is what's ahead for you. Obviously you don't have to tell me, but take a moment if you can. Make a moment if need be. And consider what you want out of the coming week. Consider where you can make time for yourself and what creativity you can foster within yourself or make room for, make space for, and do something nice for yourself. And with that, I will bid you adieu until next week. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you in a week. Bye-bye.